Hello there, LCR. Do you remember this? This is a Yamaga lantern. Yamaga is a small town in southern Japan, and the lantern is from a story in the year 700 where the Emperor of Japan was lost on the road, and the citizens made lanterns and wore them and danced, and he found his way through the foggy storm to safety. And so the very first trip we took to Japan now 6 years ago, 7 years ago, they gave it to us as a reminder and a light, and we continue to light it here at LCR. Now, why am I sharing that with you? Because one of the things we're noticing is God's call for our Japanese ministry and even our work with the Kunne Mission is expanding and growing. And that's why we're having this potluck on Sunday. Normally, in the past, when we'd have a potluck like this, it would just be LCR folks. But this time, it's going to be guests from Fountain Valley City Government. It's going to be guests from Torrance, people who are following Chonmagi, people who are trying to support a Kunne Mission. We have a lot of growing Asian membership in CCN, and it's all part of this expanding circle of relationships and influence that is happening as LCR is a connector. So I want you to think about that. God's calling for us as we grow into our work of renewal, both renewing churches in America, renewing churches in Japan, and just living out this fullness of our calling from God includes now really a fairly rapidly growing connection to Japanese neighbors, some Korean neighbors, some Chinese neighbors, and this is part of our call here at LCR. It's not something separate that we do. It's just part of who we are and part of what it means to say yes to God. So I hope you can join us Sunday. Chonmagi will be here, and if you remember, he travels with the national soccer team. He's going to be bringing a few kids from a very ravaged area of the Noto Prefecture. It'll be their first time in the United States this summer. They'll go to some World Cup qualifying games of the Japanese national soccer team. And this weekend, he'll be here to talk a little bit about that work, but also show a documentary he created called March. And March is the story of some students in Fukushima who were sent into different communities after the disaster there, the tsunami, and then they put together this little marching band as a sign of art and community, trying to put their lives back together. So hopefully you can join us for that. It's going to be a potluck. We are going to have some catered food from Sullivan's. Those are for some of our guests who may be coming from Torrance and other parts. But it's going to be a great time for us to be together and build community and see what we're doing. Because not only are we supporting Chonmagi through a Kunne Mission, we're using part of what he's doing with March to connect with the city of Fountain Valley as they do their Sister City program, hoping to connect with Fukushima, building from the ground up. And we're witnessing to the dynamism of a community of the gospel that is just receiving these gifts from God and saying, yes, Lord, what would you like to see me do in this corner of your vineyard? So I want to thank you for your faithfulness. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. We look forward to celebrating the gospel. And of course, this Saturday will be my mother's service. Thank you to everyone who's volunteered to help with that as we welcome a large community to give thanks for her life. So grateful for everything happening at LCR, and may your light shine in the midst of storms and fog so other people can find their way home.